Did you know that Americans use over 50 billion water bottles, plastic unreusable water bottles per year? This is a very big problem because over only 33% of the bottles get recycled, which means that over $1 billion of that material go to waste. One easy solution to this is the blender bottle. Depending on the size, these can replace up to 3 of the plastic reusable water bottles. Like this one right here, this probably holds about 32 ounces, and that's about 2 of those plastic reusable water bottles right there. The average blender bottle cost is only about $10 to $20, and it depends on what kind you get. There are many kinds you can get, like metal, plastic, whatever your needs may be. And the metal ones are obviously going to cost you a little bit more. They're higher quality. But the nice thing about the blender bottle is that it's not a one-use thing and then you're done, you throw it away, just like the plastic water or the plastic bottles. You can use these over and over and over again until they break, which doesn't really happen unless you drop them or harm them in some sort of way. All you have to do to maintain these is throw them in the dishwasher because they're dishwasher safe, and just keep them clean in general. There's not much you can do to break them. Another thing that these solve are dehydration. According to CooperAerobics.com, 60% of our bodies are made up of water, and that's why hydration is such a vital thing. We need water in our system so that our joints and everything that we do on a daily basis is right. So the water just helps our joints move, it keeps our hearts and our lungs and everything working like the way they're supposed to be. And it actually affects our brain in a major way too. Dehydration affects your short and long-term memory, which is a pretty big deal because you see this a lot in wrestlers. During the time that they're cutting weight, they're not drinking as much fluid as they should be, and their grades will actually go down. And that's because they can't retain the information being taught in the classroom or focus. We see this a lot in elderly people too, because their brains are older, so they don't work as well. And when they're dehydrated, being as they may have Alzheimer's or something already, that's a mental development malfunction, I guess you could call it, whatever. Staying hydrated would help them a lot more, so that way they retain the information. CooperAerobics.com also believes that drinking 7 to 10 ounces of CooperAerobics.com believes that drinking 7 to 10 ounces during workouts every 10 to 15 minutes is a must. And that's because you burn up a lot of water during this workout. Now, the blender bottle is actually really convenient for this, and that's why you see a lot of people working out have one of these. And that's because they usually hold about 20 ounces of water. So you get done with a big lift, take a quick swig, and get right back at what you were doing before. And that's why they like them so much. You can drop them, and they're not going to open, so you're not going to be wasting whatever you have in there. And they're just really convenient to have when you're working out. Another nice thing about the blender bottle is there are a lot of different styles and different looks based on what you want. So as we see right here, we have a metal blender bottle. It is black, and it will keep your liquids colder longer because it has a double layer. And then we have this kind. It's just plastic. It's probably for during workouts. It's nice and handy to have. But you can also get kinds that are red, blue. They have superheroes on them. You can customize them however you want. And that's another nice thing because it adds a little bit of style to your workout. One thing that is nice about the blender bottles and the plastic water bottles don't have is the blender bottle is BPA free. Now, a lot of people don't know what BPA is, and it's actually a chemical they add to plastics to make them harder so they last longer. This affects growth in your body, such as bones and joints, and just brain development in general, all your bodily functions, cellular development, fetal development, and many more body effects. So what Blender Bottle has done is they changed, instead of using BPA, they use BPS or BPF, which is kind of like BPA, but it doesn't seep into your foods or your drinks and get into your body, because that's what makes it toxic, and it just affects your body. That's how it gets into your body. So the final thing I'm going to talk about is another conveniency of the Blender Bottle. When you're working out, a lot of people like to add protein to their diet, which helps them build muscle quicker. It also helps them regenerate after their workout faster. These may include protein, aminos, creatines, or water flavorings, and they're just nice to have because they help you recover after workouts quicker. They deliver the nutrients to where your body needs them the most, and overall just decreases the amount of time that you need to recover. I believe that the Blender Bottle solves a lot of issues that we have today, and that this is why, or I hope you learned something from this presentation.